Hi, this is Greg at GunnyClear.com, and I just wanted to talk to you for a second here. Have you ever had a problem setting goals, or maybe not setting goals, but actually following through with them? Well, I'm here to tell you I am in the same boat sometimes with that, and it was important to just kind of make a quick video about that, a little bit of a confession, I guess you could say. And the big thing is this: I was listening to an audio here this morning whenever I was driving. It was from Pastor Rick Warren, just one of the podcasts that I listen to every single morning just to get myself in the right mindset. But what he said kind of struck a note. And the reason being is because right now I'm in the season of setting goals with myself and also with the family, because we have some big things that we want to do here next year. And one of them is actually moving south and going down there, moving closer to the ocean where the weather's warm and being able to enjoy the beach more often than normal. So, but when I was listening to that podcast there, Pastor Rick Warren had made mention about faith-based goals. And what he meant by that was in the word faith, there's actually 5 letters, Faith, which we know. Uh, the F actually stood for focused. And when it comes down to the goal making, you got to have a focused goal, being able to know exactly why you're wanting to do it, what you're going to accomplish out of it, and how you're going to be able to get there. The other thing was the A in faith. He was talking about attainability. This is sometimes where some of us drop off because we set some goals that are pretty big. And sometimes they're so big that they scare us, and we don't really take action into taking action and doing them. And I find myself doing that sometimes, and it was one of these things where he was talking about making them attainable so they can, kind of like eating an elephant. They always say, how do you eat an elephant? Eat an elephant a bite at a time. You just can't eat the whole thing. And that was the same thing when he was talking about the attainable side of the house. Just setting small dates, goals, and making sure that you can attain a certain goal by that date that you're actually looking for. The other thing he was talking about was the I in faith, which was an individual-based goal. So everybody, yes, you can set goals as far as a family and stuff. However, the key thing is if the unit isn't moving together as a team, there's a lot of individuality that goes on. So you have to make sure that everybody has their own particular individual goals that they're setting, and then holding themselves accountable to obtaining their particular goal that they're looking for. You can't say that we are going to do this, because if you're only as strong as we say in the Marine Corps, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So if we as a family are making a big goal, but then some of us drop off the net, the goal is going to be a lot harder to accomplish, because somebody's going to have to pick up those pieces. The other thing is the T in faith is trackability. You want to make sure that you want to have something set in the stone that is trackable. So the date that you want to do it, whether it's financial, how many bills do you want to have paid off by this date, or how much money do you want to have saved in your savings account by this date, or how many people do you want in your particular organization or your business by this date. And you're setting the hurdles up to obtain these goals as you're going through. And I think that was really key. It was one of those things as far as the trackability side, is just making sure that you are physically putting a date down so that you can track whether you're hitting those goals and you're still on course to get to where you want to get to in that particular time frame. Now, the last one is probably the most important one, and this is probably why a lot of us don't accomplish the goals that we really set out. Every New Year's, everybody says, hey, it's January 1st, we're going to the gym, we're going to lose X amount of weight, and I want to do that. Well, the gym's packed from January to February. March it starts to slim off, but then, I can pick and choose and go to any gym by April time frame, and I don't have to wait in line for any equipment or anything like that, because most everybody's already fell off their goal, because the main reason was, one, it may not have been trackable or attainable, but the other thing is, two, it probably wasn't heartfelt. And heartfelt in the word faith was probably the most important portion to this. Your goal has to mean something to you. If it doesn't mean something to you, you're probably going to write it on paper, and you'll probably go through and you'll put the date and when you want to accomplish these things and why you want to accomplish them, but there's not that drive there for you to take that first step in the right direction to actually obtain it. And there's definitely not the drive there to keep you moving and keeping that steam going as you might hit some of these certain trials and tribulations as you're going through the course of obtaining your goal that you want to obtain. So guys, I hope this really helps out. I look forward to hearing some of the comments and stuff that you may say. Hopefully this works, and again, just remember a faith-based goal, so focused, attainability, individual based, make sure it's trackable, make sure it's heartfelt. And the last thing is, I challenge each of you guys, just look for something. Everybody has a goal inside of them. Everybody has something that means something to them. Go out there and accomplish that goal, put it to paper, and go out there and do it. So everybody, you guys take care, have a blessed night, and I will talk to you later.